Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B, where we talk about, of course, all kinds of things. If you've watched my other videos, we just talk about life and growing and gardening and just figuring things out. So my brother was telling me that I need to implement some more nutritional stuff in my life, and one of them being flaxseed. So I was like, what am I gonna do with flaxseed? Which is terrible because, trying to be healthier, trying to be better. Honestly, older age is catching up with me a little bit here, and I'm like, what's happening? So, yeah, so basically that's what all my labs tell me, is that I'm starting to fall into this menopausal stage in life, which, hey, you know what, it happens. So let's grow through it, let's figure it out. And I'm not as young as I once was, and I own that all day long. So anything I can do to make myself better and feel better, then that's what we need to do. So my brother's a nurse practitioner, by the way, so that's helpful to have in the family when you're not feeling your best. So all right, so I went out and I got some flaxseed. This is organic flaxseed. It's ground, so it's really powder-like. I appreciate that, because I thought I was gonna have to use old Trusty over here and make it more powdery, but apparently I don't. This is like a 3-ingredient flaxseed cookie, and the reason why I'm going with a cookie is not that it's healthy, but I guess to try to get myself a little used to eating flaxseed, because I don't really recall my life really consuming too much flaxseed. So I say we'll give it a try and make it a little tasty, and then maybe just find other recipes that might be more fitting for a healthier lifestyle. So, all right, so this recipe is gonna be vegan. So, there's nothing wrong with vegan. It's gonna be gluten-free, grain-free, nut-free, paleo. So it says it's quick and easy to make. So flax shortbread cookie. Let's give it a try and see where it takes us. All right, so you're gonna need to go ahead and put that oven at 325 and get that warming up. All right, so I don't think I actually need like an actual mixing, my KitchenAid. I think I can probably do this kind of by hand and smush it up. I don't know, we'll give it a try. That's what it kind of appears to be for me. So it's 3/4 cup of golden flaxseed meal. So this is ground flaxseed. I don't know. Maybe I should make it more powdery, but I don't mind a little chew. I guess it's probably better for you. It might make you slow down and actually be more conscious of eating. I think that's probably part of our issues here in America, is that we have a tendency to not appreciate our food as much. We just kind of consume, and I am definitely guilty of that, and I don't really take the time to meditate and enjoy the food and just take a slower process. So, all right, 3/4 cup of flaxseed powder, but I say this is pretty fine. A little more difficult to get out because it's like falling all over. Kind of has a weird smell. I'm already going into it with a bad attitude, right? Funky. But hey, we're gonna be better about this, so we're doing it as a team. Go team. All right, it says 3 tablespoons of coconut sugar. We have the Anthony's organic coconut sugar. I got that on hand, so that's not a problem. So 3 tablespoons. Y'all know I don't really measure, so I did my idea of 3 tablespoons, which really wasn't that bad if you look in there. It's not really that bad. because I'm thinking this is gonna be kind of like choky. All right, and then it says that we need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. All right, so y'all know that I have the Costco, which I always say it's Kirkland's, but it's Costco brand coconut sugar oil. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. So it is 2 tablespoons. Again, not measuring. There goes the oven. It says it's ready. All right. Well, it said this was 3 ingredients, but it looks like it's a little more than that. So, it says to add some pumpkin pie spice. It says add 1 to 2 teaspoons. So I guess it's probably to your liking. This is the one that we get. We get this at Whole Foods. I'm sure you can order it online. This is one of my favorite spices as far as pumpkin spice. I'm a big pumpkin spice girl when it comes to that. Like, I like the flavors because I like the Christmas flavors. And so yeah, I think if you get a nice spice on it, then it'll make it more enjoyable. This kind of reminds me, like, this smell so far kind of reminds me of something that my Persian uncle would probably make, like something Middle Eastern. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean, like, they eat a lot or incorporate a lot of foods that in America we don't really, I don't have any friends that really think about it this way, but like the smells alone remind me of something that he would make. So they might actually turn out to be really delicious is what I'm saying. All right, so it says that we also need 4 teaspoons of water. So I'm gonna go to the Zephyr Hills and get 4 teaspoons of water. All right, now it says that we just kind of mix it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a mix up here. Okay, so this is a very, very, very small amount of what I would say is a cookie. Like, it says to just put them in like a small little ball and then press them out, and then you have these like little wafer type cookies. For this, honestly, I could have just put it in our toaster oven instead of turning on the big oven because there's like nothing to it. Of course, I probably should have figured that when I realized that. I mean, here's what it looks like on a spoon. To some people, that's like a scoop of ice cream. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I need to be a mindful eater. That's what I need to be. Conscious of my food. All right, so we'll go ahead and I kind of feel like I should double this because I just feel like it's just not a lot. And I always have people coming over, which is cool. I love it. I don't mean that disrespectfully in any way. So if I actually end up liking it, I can share with the people that are coming. If we don't like it, then, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna double this because I don't know. I wish y'all were here to help me figure out if I should double this or not. Because y'all might be like, flaxseed's nasty. But you might be like, flaxseed is delicious. Triple it. Oh, gosh. Dilemma, dilemma. Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna do it. I mean, I know some people that would literally eat anything I made because I think that I'm a good cook and their wife doesn't cook, their wives don't cook. So I could be like, listen, this is healthy and we're all doing it together. So you gotta eat it with me. Nothing wrong with that. That's good friends right there. like almost like it might have been better. It said coconut sugar, but the smell that I'm getting off of it, like I kind of cook a little bit by smell. I think to me, like it almost might have been better with date sugar, but probably more people have access to getting coconut sugar as opposed to date sugar. Plus date sugar, I mean, I think the body breaks it down pretty well, so I don't know. All right, let me get the cookie sheet, and then we are going to get these little balls rolled out, and then we just press them down. And then obviously you guys heard that the oven went off, and so we'll get them popped in the oven, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. So you're just gonna make little balls, flatten them out, and I'll show you guys, okay? So we can get that piece done. All right, so here is my cookie sheet. Y'all can see. All right, it smells really weird. I'm gonna be nice about it though. I gotta give it a try, you don't know. All right, so we have a little ball, and then we just flatten it out and then put it on the cookie sheet. So not that difficult. You know, that's the problem I think too for us in America, is that we I'm just being real, like we like our sweets. I mean, think about it. Almonds, chocolate covered almonds, one of my favorites. You go to anywhere, chocolate covered raisins, you got Snickers. Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts, but so an almond Snickers, or like there's just like every time you walk into like a convenience store, that's all you see is like just rows of like junk food. Like I literally had someone that I know told me that she's a junk food connoisseur, her and her family, and I thought, wow. That's what Americans have come to. We're junk food connoisseurs, I think. I mean, obviously there's healthy people out there, so I'm not saying that there's not. I'm just saying that there is definitely a lot of people that probably aren't making flaxseed cookies. They're making chocolate chip cookies, which is probably what I would rather be making, but we're making a lifestyle change. We're trying to be better, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, who knows? These might be like the greatest things I've ever consumed in my life, and I might make them like every day. I mean, obviously I wouldn't make them every day, but I mean, it might be my new go-to is really what I'm trying to say. Texturally, they feel strange. They're very wet, which might be good. Maybe they're like a really moist cookie. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the Fig Newtons which I haven't had a Fig Newton in years, but it's like a Fig Newton that is the inside of it without the outside. All right, so I'm gonna keep rolling these out, and then I will get them in the oven for us, and we will give it a try. Yeah, I really like the smell that I'm getting. I think that it really needs to have like a fruit attached to it, like a raisin or a craisin or something to pep it up. All right, I'll bring you guys back in a second. All right, so these cookies are out of the oven, and I took one off because it says you have to let them rest for like 5 minutes before you try them. So here's what they look like. They actually got pretty cookie-like. They're kind of a little bit, they feel texturally kind of soft but hard at the same time. So there it is. There's definitely some gooey moisture to it. Luna's out there playing with her toy. So, fair review. I don't really think it's for me, but it is not bad. But like I said, I think when you're used to like a chocolate chip cookie, I think I'm just not in the right mindset. I do think this would be much better with some fruit because it has that texturally, it almost has that Fig Newton texture, except taste-wise, it has a very nut-like taste. It's very nutty, like kind of pistachio nutty mixed with a little bit of maybe walnut. It's got that kind of flavor to it, and it's kind of choky a little bit, like the little like seedy stuff is like getting caught in my throat. But I also think instead of, like I said, maybe coconut sugar as a flavor, I might have added like maple syrup, just because I think with something more flavorful it would have tasted a little better. But it's not like the worst thing I've ever eaten, that's for sure. I mean, would I make these again? That's debatable. I think, you know, I did see a recipe for making like a flaxseed face mask, and it's supposed to really rejuvenate your skin and make you look younger. That might be what I'm doing with the other flaxseed, which I do know you can use like flaxseed as an egg substitute as well. You make like this, like it gets kind of gelled up. But I could see like with somebody who maybe, I don't know. This is kind of fibery to me. I don't know. Yeah, definitely like Fig Newton-y. It needs just more flavor to me. Like I said, I'm a very flavor person when it comes to like enjoying food as far as that's concerned. Like I don't like spice, but I like it to be worth eating. And to me right now, it's not worth eating. It just tastes like I'm eating some weird version of a trail mix that they forgot the raisins in or craisins or something. Definitely, if I did this again, to be fair, if I did this again, I would definitely add a raisin or a craisin to it, and I think that would probably change the whole flavor of it, and it might actually be more palatable for me. So that's just me though. But like I said, it's not the worst thing I've ever had. I just think I just need to change up the flavor profile, and it might be like really actually healthy and good. I think this would be good for like a breakfast cookie, like, you know, if you were on the run or you had kids that you had to get off to school or something. I think that this would probably be really good, and they're still getting something that feels hearty and healthy, but at the same time with just like add a little bit of flavor to it. I also would have added just like maybe a little bit of vanilla to it, and probably a dash of salt, because it is flaxseed, so it's, you know, I'm kind of missing that little bit of salt texture to it. So I think there's just a few pieces that we could change this up in the future. So if you do decide to make this recipe, just know that, I mean, like I said, it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten at all by any means, but it definitely could have been kicked up a notch by just adding a couple of things to it to make it better. So if you're making it, you know, use your discretion, but add a little bit of the Redmonds Real. Maybe try a little bit of some maple syrup in it to kind of give it that nice, like breakfasty kind of flavor. And I would definitely throw in a raisin or some craisins, so that way it has a little bit of different, like a little different bite to it, a little different texture, and it gives it a nice little fruity flavor. I just think eating like a plain, basically a plain type of like seed, I don't know, it's like a sunflower seed, you know, it's definitely got the sunflowery type of seed. And this is dark flaxseed, which I know has a stronger taste. If you got the golden flaxseed, that might change it up. So, because I don't think it's as potent as this one. So, you know, we make things, we try it, we grow, we learn. And so like I said, you know, I guess if this is something that you're interested in, give it a try. If you're looking for something to change your diet up a little bit and just have a different taste, but you know, you do you. So I might try them again, but I'm definitely going to change the recipe. So not everything's a winner, but this one is definitely a go back to the table and add a few more things. So nothing wrong with that. We all live and learn, and so I just want to take you guys on this journey. All right, everyone, as always, love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.